Your friends, I'm sorry. I don't know if you guys have been seeing on stream, but when people follow or sub or do anything now with regarding the alerts that I have on stream, it shows new art. Yay, new art. It's so fun. Look at that. Look, new art. Somebody followed, which means new art. Yay. Stanley Parable. What's up, Camsta? How are you guys doing? Raid. Thank you, God, for another raid. God is always here to help us out. It's bingo night. What do you do on bingo night? Do you yeah, I'm not gonna ask. If you don't get a bingo today, then I'm going to make sure you do. Because everyone deserves to get a bingo. It's fucking bingo night. Oh, sorry, Quacks. That'll be in the future. Never is when I'll do that. But yeah, exclamation point video. If you haven't seen the new video yet, but I'm sure some people are here from that video. And I think in that wave of people that saw the video, we gained a few new members in the Discord. Exclamation point Discord. And with that came some art. And I'm very excited about this. You guys have to check this shit out. Oh, we should totally do a bingo night. Hold on. Look at this. Look at this. Hyper realistic Tim. Wait, this is. The lighting is perfect. You guys see this? The lighting is perfect for this background. What's up, Loki? Thank you for the 20 months, man. I'm gonna turn everything back on because that's important. Hi, train. Thanks, Loki. So this was made by, who is this made by? This was made by crack_it in the Discord. Yeah, cool. It's really cool. I'll put it away. Oh shit, come back. And yes, Loki, I am playing Ultra Deluxe because that was the one that was on the store, and I couldn't find the other one. Bye bye. Actually, you know, I'm gonna put him over here. I think that's good. I don't care about the game being like that. Yeah, I think they joined today, which is awesome. Bits. Oh, there we go. New bits notif too. Thank you, Tim, for the $1. Let's get started with Stanley. Can we hear it? It goes bits. Have you played the Stanley Parable before? No. Is this an indie horror game? Oh yeah, look, I saw somebody mentioned that it released on iOS, and it's just the game but vertical. So barely visible. All right, I can barely visible it. Can't you pull that from my computer? Or is this some secret code shit? Why can't it pull it from my computer? Okay, I'll do that. Okay. The crafting game in the system works perfectly. There's a crafting system. Like I said, I don't know anything going into this. So. All right, let's begin the game. And doink. Is this it? Is this it? Well, at least. Hmm. 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 I wonder if they sell the Parable. All right, we'll play the game. We'll play the game. We'll play the game. We'll play the game. It'd be the good idea.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Okay.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on
He was
keyboard.
productive and he
Orders
watched.
came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
And this is how they get you.
And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
Wait,
Though
beverage.
he'd been made
Unironically
exactly
though,
for the
this is
job,
what everyone does if you work in an
Stanley
office.
was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour.
Sorry, to ruin the immersion. Is the game a little too loud? It's a little loud on my end, so I'm gonna turn it down. But is it good? Is it quiet? I will turn it back up. Test.
When he realized that not
That's
one
yeah, no, it's
single
so fine.
order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to
There you
his
go.
wits and regained his
perfect now.
senses, he got up from his desk
It's in the
and stepped
green,
out of his
and I'm in the
office.
yellow. This is pretty meta because the story just happened, and now I'm him. Accurate time. It's not the accurate time, actually. That's not what time it is. Can I zoom? What does that say? Recommendations from the over. Okay, that's just bullshit. If I from Garfield. I hate Undays. Nope. Nope.
All of his co-workers were gone.
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Well, it is only 12:20. Wait a minute. I swear that other clock said 11:20. Something's wrong.
No matter how hard Stanley looked,
Yeah,
he
they
couldn't
must be
find
at
a
lunch.
trace of his co-workers.
I think we could hang on this for like an hour and talk about it. Wait, if See, mug makers like this don't look out for the people who drink with their left hand. Because you're gonna pick it up and you're just gonna see that, and the people around you won't see it. But if you're right hand mugged, then everyone will see it, and it'll be cool. White. Now, why was I isolated in room 427? Wait, I can... It clicks anywhere?
Stanley went around touching every
I got an
little
achievement
thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Sorry. Undays. Guys,
Stanley came to a
the
set
game
of two open
is
doors.
self-aware.
He entered the door on his left.
Back rooms. Undays. Undays.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
What if you just jump out the window of the white? See, that's not possible because I got an achievement saying that I couldn't jump. Oh, it's glass. I thought the table was... It was just a ring shape, but it's glass, so things can go on top of it. Remember this, chat. What does... Let me in.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here.
There is.
So
There's
he
a
turned
broom
around
in the
and got
broom
back on track.
closet. Strange how I still make keyboard sounds.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet.
It's not
No
empty.
reason to still be here.
He's saying no reason, but that makes me want to.
It was baffling that Stanley was
All right,
still just
sorry,
sitting
Jesus.
in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Coming to a what? What's up, Peter? Aga. Ah! Not there. I'm gonna go to the... I'm gonna go in the red. Ah! We're not going down there. Blue! I've got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. So that's a lovely purse. I'm... I wonder if you can browse this computer. Good. We'll remember that for later.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping
Put a
from
vine
him.
boom here.
And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
Oh, sorry.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
I want to go back to the red. Hey, you know what? He says there's like no human evidence left, but I can smell it. There's skin cells in here. Do you guys see them? Do you see all the skin cells on the desk? It's doing the thing that work lights do in games. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Like the thing that... Okay, whatever. We'll keep moving on. Moths. There's nothing over here! There's nothing over here! Let's go this way! Yay! Bread button. This is just like Portal.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Ow! Hey, God, what is that emote? That's a Twitch emote. With feet. Whatever. God, I want Stanley. That's so bad. I want Stanley so bad.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yellow paint. Mind Control Facility. Is this game new? Yeah, it just came out. I'm the first one. Escape. I can escape. Wait, this game presents you with options.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Prove it. Prove it. Prove it.
The door behind him was not shut.
Prove it.
Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Escape. Prove it. Oh, backwards.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Can't.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story. Trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss.
Hello,
like plucking the
Cilantro.
eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and short life.
No!
Farewell, Stanley.
Everyone say goodbye. Everyone say bye. Everyone say bye, Stanley. All right. Well.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator. as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In
Girl!
a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every
Why
bone
won't they
in his body,
can they
killing him instantly.
show me third person? They have a model. Oh. Oh my god. How many games did they make? Lipa. Lipara. Ali Parable. This. Let's play the
And yet
game.
it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Are the narrators the Stanley
When every
White
path
Room?
you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Oh. So we get a this is my office. We get a whole layout of the office. Cool. Wow. So that's it. That's the whole game. Right? That's the whole game. Button sounds. A selection of the sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Cool. All right. That's it. What are these? Those are the computers. Time has passed. Am I gonna get spoilers?
Let's see. Stanley walked through the green door. Now look closely, Stanley. See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room.
Let's get out of here. I don't really like the vibe. It's too what? Gosh, I can't believe I'm saying that. What? 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 Wake up! Just got a Discord ping. Apparently, Gavin__ is live. My Discord ping went off? Oh, quality! Goody.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
There's nothing in there. I think we should go to the room that's dark. Why does your stream week recommending me women's horse riding pants? I don't know why it's doing you that. I don't know. Barley Barber Bowl. Let's go in the Barbie Barber Bowl. Bye bye.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
Sure.
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Yeah.
But listen to me.
Oh, this
You can
again?
still save those two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
VOD
Push
washers.
escape and
Skip to
press
an hour
quit.
in.
There's no other way to
It's gonna be
beat
the.
this game.
It's gonna be.
As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's
Move
path.
forward.
Stop now, and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do,
Let me
choose
do it again.
Don't let time choose for you. Don't
I'm
let
gonna let it happen. I want to see what happens when I go into the mind control room. The woke room. Wait a minute, this game is woke. Just like me. I wasn't wrong. Look at this shit. It's 11:20. Beep boop bop bop boop. It's still Monday. 11:20.
All of his co-workers were gone.
12:20.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
That's also not what
Perhaps he had
12:20
simply
would
missed
look
a
like.
memo.
Alright. Alright. I like whoa. I just had my boss. I'll. This clock is the right number. Wait. We gotta check the farted mug. If the farted mug isn't there, then something's wrong and something changed.
No matter how
Okay,
hard
good.
Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Yeah, whatever. Well, let's just go back. Let's go back to where we were. It's not like we were very far.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was
No.
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
I feel like this will lead
well.
us to the red.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Oh, Gavin, this is my first time chat. A long time, Gavin Teener. Welcome.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here,
Typing on my
drinking it all
iPhone.
in.
Oh, I was afraid for a second because they said there's no jump. Oh, surely.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so
Yule.
utterly captivating that even though but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yeah, can somebody tell this guy to shut up? Should I? Any percent glitch. Any percent glitch.
And so he
Damn
dashed
it!
on through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
I thought I could do a glitch. You're blowing up this toilet? Wait a minute. No, I'm stuck on this other path that I was on. Gosh dang it.
Yet there was not a single person
Shut
here
up.
either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
The guy
Stanley decided
is
to
literally
go
the
up
entire
to his
mechanic of the
boss's
game. He is the
office.
only
Then
gameplay.
coming to a staircase, Stanley walked
All right, we'll
upstairs
go
to
in
his
backwards
boss's
into the red.
office.
Everyone close your eyes.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
I just
All because
wanna
he
go.
believed
I wanna
everyone
go.
had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy.
Money.
And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe
Does this guy shut up? Not that I want him to. I'm just wondering.
I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a
I want him to
single
break the
moment
fourth
for
wall.
No reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming!
I don't like this. I don't like how non-Euclidean it
This
is.
all a dream.
Exit.
What
Oh, the red
relief
room is
Stanley
gone.
felt to have finally found an answer. An
It's just gonna be
His
like
co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my
12B4.
boring real-life job pushing buttons.
Is that
I
something
may
that
as
we
well
need to
enjoy
know?
this while I'm still lucid.
12B4.
So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up.
Wait a minute.
How was he remaining so lucid?
I create
And then
my
perhaps
reality.
The strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head.
Create a wife
One he
now.
was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head
This
dictating
room.
everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now
Wait
the
a
voice
minute.
was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice.
Create
describing
Padme.
me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams,
It's the who
truth was
farted
that, of
mug.
course, this was not a dream.
Wait a minute.
How
Did
could
I
it
just
be?
shift realities?
Was
I was gonna say
Stanley
that.
deceiving himself?
Coffee
Believing
nut.
that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself.
Yeah, whatever.
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he
I
knew for
farted.
certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake
No!
up.
Don't go!
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the
Well, there I
pulse
go.
of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream.
Dark.
I
The
wish
dark
it
hurts.
could be over. Let me go
that
back to
Tyson?
my job.
Or Blood
Let me
Stanley
continue
Parable.
pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All
He
I
has
want is
wife.
My life exactly
I couldn't
the
even
way it's
imagine my
always
own
been.
wife.
My life is normal. I am normal.
I just feel like everything
Everything
won't
will
be normal.
Fine.
I don't know why.
I am okay.
He thought to himself as he woke up next to the elevator, the stupid fucking elevator in the
Stanley
background.
began
Okay.
screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just
No!
someone tell me
Everything
I'm
is
real.
red.
I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
No, it didn't. Oh. Yikes. So this
is
guy...
the story of a woman named Mariella.
Who are you?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other.
Oh my god, is this
She
his wife?
rose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself,
Huh.
and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
I like the
And although she would
PNG
soon
in the
turn
bottom
to go
right.
call for an
PNG
ambulance,
texture.
for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane.
I think
I am in control of my mind.
Stanley is magnetic.
I know what is real
but
and
to
what isn't.
concrete.
It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career.
It's true.
And by extension, the rest of her life.
It's also true.
She had no time for this. So it was
Gubba
only
bubba.
a moment
Bada
that she
bubba
stood there,
bubba.
staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
She's not doing that. Why didn't she run? There's no animation budget in this game. Now what? What? Another ending?
All of his co-workers were gone.
Alright,
What
you can
could it
shut up
mean?
now. Who
Stanley
farted?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Guys, we're getting so many endings.
When Stanley came to a set
Baba
of
da
two
boda,
open doors,
baba.
he entered the door on his
Baba da
left.
booba.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Baba da Buddha.
Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Thank you, Trill, for the sub. Hey, why doesn't the sub sound work? I put a new subs. This is very important. This is very, very important. To have the sub sound. And I'm gonna turn it on right now. Submissive sound you've been making throughout the entire stream. That one. Settings, subscriber alert. Oh, there is a sound. It's just not loud enough. I'm gonna test it. Save. Test. Oh, it worked. Did you guys hear that? Did you hear it? Did you hear it go bonk? There we go. That's very, very quiet. Very, very quiet. Save. 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 Emulate. Subscriber. There we go. Now it works. That's good. Now I'm happy. I'm so happy. Oh, what a good day. Now we are back. Huh. Do not lie. If you're lying right now, stop. Gosh, it looks like I'm standing, but I'll do that later.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Guys, maybe if I'm a defiant young teen, maybe that says a lot about my character. Maybe I'm the one that'll move.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Is that a first-time chatter? Big Bully, is that a... I forget what color it is. Peter, thank you. Think of a subscriber. A resub. Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, that's a first message. That's great. Great first message. Thank you. Bonk.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Shit, I just tore my phone off the shirt. Ah, dang it. Is there going to be new Gavin Gunk redeems in the future? Hell
When
yes.
Stanley came to a set of two open
Now we're going on the
doors,
right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that caught? But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No. Wait a minute. On my left? There's no open door on my left. I am smarter than the developer. There's no doors on the left. If I'm going backwards.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Alright, we'll go in the thing. Unless. Nope.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot.
It's okay, I just won't
I'm
read
not
the chat
joining
message
you,
and then
really,
we'll get
I'm
better.
not.
Drink
I
water?
realize that
Oh, sorry.
investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero
See, I
consideration
got
for
him!
others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
I
Why,
got
I
him!
don't know how to convince you of this, but
I
really
got him.
do
I
want to
went.
help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove
You know
it.
what? I don't
Let me
like the
prove
voice that
I'm
much.
on
You know
your
why?
side.
You know, okay, fine. I like the
Chance.
voice. But I'm not too fond of it because it's not a robotic woman talking to me. Like in Portal. This is my first stream and your little pause screen makes you want to have a stroke. Which one? This one? Watch Markiplier die. Watch him die. Hey guys. Hello
Now,
everybody.
listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
If you wanted me to walk through the red door, there wouldn't be two options. There just wouldn't be two options.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so
I just
badly
walked
what's out
reality.
there? You want to find out what lies
This
at the end
guy's
of this
God.
road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Oh, is this the source?
You
The
see?
source orange
There's nothing
room?
here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had
If you
written
guys,
out
if you guys,
specifically for you?
if you guys change
think
the
I put a lot
brightness
of
of
time into
orange,
that,
it becomes
because I
brown,
did.
which
And
is
in
why
the end, it
orange
was
is such a
all for
cool
nothing,
color.
Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better?
MTBHD
What
brown
did you
room.
want to see? Vehicles? Skill
this guy's
trees?
me.
Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Sure, why not?
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version.
This matters. This
Would you say
decision
that
matters.
the game benefited
Two.
from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Oh, well, now this is useful. You didn't like it, but you didn't totally hate it either.
Yeah.
You enjoyed it, perhaps is the correct
Exactly.
term. It didn't cause you excruciating pain.
It did.
Big steps we've made here today, Stanley.
You've killed me 3 times already.
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look. Now, would you say that competitive
Worldwide
leaderboard helped you
leaderboard?
feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Wait, are you kidding me? Wait, this is real? Let's go through the left one. No, let's do the left one. Let's do it. Let's do the left room. Um. Um. Hmm. This feels like an actual. This feels like an actual soft lock. Usually, usually the game responds. This is intentional? No way this is intentional. Nothing's happening. Is this something I have to wait for? This is not intentional. Yay! Glitch! No glitch! Yeah. The guy shut up, which means we broke it. Let's do that again. And I was getting somewhere too, which sucks. It's fine. We know the pathing now.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors,
goody.
he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, we'll go
the
this
correct
way.
way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've
Didn't work. I thought he would be a different guy. It's theoretical.
On the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Audio. Damn it. Oh,
I realize
damn
that
it.
investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that
Hold
the
up.
story has been about nothing but you.
Wait, you're so right. There's narrator volume.
This is the
96%.
you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
What, really? I was in the middle of something.
Do you
Too
have
serious
zero
consideration for others?
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Let me
Give
in.
chance.
Let me
Now
in.
listen carefully.
Let
This
me
is
in.
important.
Let me in.
Stanley walked
Let me in.
through the red door.
Let me in. Let me in. How did you memorize it already?
Perhaps you
I've made like
misunderstood.
2 decisions.
Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section.
Do we have to listen to his monologue? I don't want to listen to his monologue again. This is like a minute-long monologue.
Rooms, exposed developer textures.
Gavin, do you speak any other languages? Yes, I do. Name one. I probably...
for you.
Name one.
Think I put
Name
a
a
lot of time
language.
into
I
that,
know it.
because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours.
Lol,
What would have
where
made
did
this
bro
game
go?
better? What did you want to see?
I know
Skill
English.
trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
And Australian
Tell you
and
what,
British.
Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Yes, thank you. I will.
There we go. A third option.
All right.
This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before.
All right,
Go
all right,
ahead,
all right.
Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Oh, I can speak glor blorb. Baba spoobadoo. Buzz glor glor. Glor bus snoodo. Hubba. Hubba bubba. Badeli Nvidia. Do we go? Should we? I really want to. I really want to see if this soft locks it again. Oh, it doesn't. We did it. We did it.
I'm going to stop you
Yay!
there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm
Game
looking
is
for some
good.
real critical feedback here.
We chose 2 last time.
A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations.
Okay, why
or
bro
ways
did
the
not
game
get?
could be
He didn't.
improved to
He didn't
more
get.
fully express itself
Whatever.
mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess
It's
it
because
isn't
your
my
game
place to
soft
judge.
locked.
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
It's true. He can't handle any criticism. Let's do this door again.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Actually, I forgot about it, so
I
no.
nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
La.
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Oh.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation
Hands
and tedium
off
of
the
endlessly
keyboard and mouse.
confronting the demands
I'm
of
laying back
family
in my
life.
chair.
I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear
When I played
once
the
you've been
baby in
playing it
yellow.
for about 4 hours. So why don't you give
It's
it
just a
4 hours of
PNG,
play
that's all it is.
to make sure it's effective. Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Bye-bye.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it
No,
because you
it's
hate
real.
babies
That
or
is my
purely
cousin.
to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't
still
think
alive.
of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done.
Yikes.
It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain.
For sure.
Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot. Aha! Fascinating.
Wait.
What do you think this game is about,
Wait,
Stanley?
wait. How do people? You guys ever seen that before? You ever seen the guy that like does like the gun sound effect and then they like do like the shells after like? Never mind.
Our backstory.
Firewatch.
What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant
This is
to
also
play
in
as
my
a
games
creepy
to play.
man, spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic
Sorry
purpose.
for stopping the game. My bad.
Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the
Chlortox.
experience of total mental
Dude,
depravity.
Chlortox,
So
regular
far, I love
blorch.
everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Huh. Real bold to put this out during, this time of the year. Wow, I sure am watching the fire. Now what? Goldman. Where's the fire? Oh my gosh. It's the Stanley Parable black dot. Ba 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 ba. Oh. It's the other way. I don't even have to play this. I don't even have to play Firewatch anymore.
Oh no. No, it can't be. It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off. Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call.
Sorry, I just saw
Wandered off
this.
into that
And it
thing,
fed my
that
Fortnite
big,
brain.
Open, just wandering around, no right
Gosh,
or
I
wrong
could've-
directions.
I
no
could have done
path to
something
follow.
really
You can
cool if
just
I got
go
past
in
that
any-
wall.
Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here.
No, I
Let's
wanted to
find
go.
another game.
I want to go into the
Preferably something
wall.
with walls.
There's a
Something
crack
with
in the wall.
nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Please, let me out.
Okay, I think this will be
When is the
just the
Gavantino
thing.
underscore skin in?
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed. Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see.
Spleebly?
There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball?
It is.
Stanley, I think it's sports ball.
Wait,
What fun.
I have to get the
We shall
goal.
run the
I have to get a
bases and do
goal. I
touchdown
have to get a
together.
goal. I have to get a goal.
Yes,
I have to
think
get a
surely
goal.
we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Give it to me. Fuck, it's all the way over there. Oh, I'm faster now. Guys, we have to pick the blue door. So do you think Epic Games has a problem with this now that they own it?
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable... Hold on. What are you doing?
Bye-bye! The blue door. Ow.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley.
I'm breaking the dimensions of the wall. Oh, there I go. I hope I don't die, because that would be unfortunate. Oh. Oh, we're in the Stanley Parable unrenovated office. This is the first version of the game that was on a half. Oh, that's right. This game was a Half-Life mod, which is kind of sick that it like became its own game. I'm just going wherever. It's not sick. Sorry, Loki said it's not sick, so it's not sick. And we're back home, baby. Wait a minute.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it.
I did.
Down in wherever he is right now.
I
wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes
Back,
with
what
it.
did you miss?
You'll understand soon what
We
I was
entered
trying
the
to
Stanley
tell
Parable
him.
orange.
He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who
Happy
I
birthday,
am.
thank you.
That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, I'll be back. The end
As you
will
can
be
tell, it's
here
very
soon.
orange.
Very soon. I can wait.
Mm-hmm. Now what? Something
All
about
of his co-workers
my
were gone.
office.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Something
Perhaps he
about
simply
my
missed a memo.
office is different.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office.
I'm
but it didn't
in-
make a single difference, nor did it advance
I'm in
the
the-
story
I'm
in
in-
any way.
A different place. I'm in the other place. I'm back.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm writing my own goddamn story.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop
The
by
door's
the
gonna be on the
employee
right this
lounge
time.
first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach.
Gritty.
Giddy but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
So does this just lead me back to does this lead me back to
Stanley was so bad at following directions,
here?
It's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Let's go.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Let's
I'm not
actually
your enemy,
go
really,
up there now.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has
I
been about
want to
nothing
go
but you all this time.
the right way.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me.
Bink.
I'm asking for... This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put
I am a
your
coin.
work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her.
Who did I just reach out to?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. Oh,
Sweetie!
okay, there we go.
Hey, don't
All
backseat
right,
game.
now, I want you
That's
to come
lame.
in and tell me all about your
Gotcha! Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you?
But I do have one.
I'm
I'd
trying to
say
make a
that I
point
like
here,
my
Stanley.
wife.
I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Wait a minute.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Guess what year this game released? That's right. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe released in I don't know, 2016.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
I ain't doing that. No. Blah, blah, blah. I ain't. No. No. I'm gonna press Y. Word E.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
Guys, things is
Now
things
he's
is happening.
pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, he
Would
can
you-
go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk,
You're losing the battle. You can just
Stanley
go to bed,
dreamed of
isn't it? Like
wild expeditions into the
15
unknown,
a.m.?
fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
No. No. I don't want to press R. Oh.
And so he began to
I am a
fantasize
pirate
about his
now.
own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth.
Oh.
The thought
They
excited
put Gavin
him
in the
terribly.
boring part of the game.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last,
A choice.
It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Live in Minnesota. Oh, there's another member in chat that where it's like 15
As he
a.m.
wandered through this fantasy
I forgot.
world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors
Enormous
and
round
mind
room.
controls. And down another
Geeborf!
was a yellow
I
line
forget
weaved in
Geeborf.
many
Geeborf, welcome.
directions. And down
I didn't
another
see
was a
you earlier.
game
Geeborf.
with a baby, and he called it the Stanley Parable.
There's no.
It was such a
kids in
wonderful
here.
fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again.
Oh, thank you,
and then
Geeborf, for the
again,
happy birthday.
And again, over over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely
then
there's an
Stanley
answer down some new
decided
path,
to pee
mustn't there be?
everywhere.
Perhaps if he played just one more time.
This game is so Gavin coded. No, it's
But
not.
there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the
Wife!
same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Bye-bye.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer.
My wife
That
was
as long
beautiful
as he remains here, he's slowly
and white.
killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch
Fifth
this.
annual
Stanley,
subcommittee meeting.
The next time the screen asks you to push a button, do
Do
not
not do it.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that
Oh,
every second he
time is
remains here,
passing.
he's electing to kill
Oh, I'm back
himself?
where I started.
How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him.
Most of your friends live in
compelled
Europe,
to.
so you've aligned
I
them
must.
yourself with them.
Perhaps. well,
That's
maybe
kind
this
of
time
crazy.
Maybe this time.
Carson!
And Stanley pushed a
Thank
button.
you for the
And I
31
tried
months!
again, and Stanley pushed a button.
Let you
And
down
I
there.
tried.
You're such a good chatter. I want to feed your ego. Mr. Bing.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the office. Just a matter of time.
Medical jargon. Medical jargon. I hate Munda.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
We'll
This was
finish-
not the correct
we'll
way
finish-
to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was grand.
I will
majestic.
follow.
Perhaps too
I
much
will
eager
follow
to get
his
back to
instructions
business,
now to a
Stanley
T.
took the first open door on his left,
Okay, fine.
and so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on
Yes,
track.
I'll do that. I will go into the mind control room now. If you keep going in and out of the broom closet,
Stanley
it's
didn't
another.
want to go back to the office.
What?
He wanted to wander
How would
about
they do
and
that?
get even further off track. So now, in order to get back, he needed to go
Ah!
from here it's
Oh, to the left?
left.
I lied. Why don't they orient it based on?
Oh no, it's to the right. My mistake.
I was right.
No,
Oh.
no, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
I was
It's clearly. Oh dear, would you hold on for a
edging me.
minute, please?
Why do they keep edging me? It doesn't make sense why they keep edging me in the Stanley
Now,
Parable
let's
Ultra
see,
Deluxe.
We went down right, left, down. Left,
I got
right.
that makes
Yep. Okay.
that makes
okay,
me
yes.
angry.
I've got it
Fuck
now.
that thing.
This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Keep trolling me. The Stanley Parable. Deer in the headlights room. Ah! I can't go that way. Ah! I can't go that way. We'll go backwards again. We'll go backwards. Why is this floor so... Guess what year this is from? Guess what year this game is from? Whoa. I can feel that. Whoa. Ah! Ah! Okay. The YouTube homepage.
No, 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 no. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to Oh,
Are these all of the endings?
it's all rubbish now. The whole
Or are these all
story
the...
completely unusable?
These are all the
How
monitors.
about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't
let
wander
me
so
out.
far off
Let me
track.
out.
Okay,
Please.
from the top.
Okay. Oh, we gotta check the mug. We gotta check the mug.
Gone. What
Is
could it
different.
mean?
Who farted?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'll follow what he says from now
When
on.
Stanley-
What?
Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change?
Hey, thanks God for another raid.
Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am
Yes, I
asking
put it in
you?
the
I'm one who
library.
wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here
Guys,
somewhere. Okay,
The
then.
character's
It's an
becoming
adventure.
self-aware.
Come, Stanley. Let's find the
Minecraft
story.
door. I think I should stop the stream because there's too many decisions this time. I think it's easier if instead we pivot back to the real Stanley that we were looking at earlier. Oh, the 16-ounce curved claw fiberglass hammer from Stanley. Oh, and the 20-ounce rip claw. Guys, if you don't have a if you don't have a 20-ounce rip claw, gosh, I don't know if any of you can be in the community. Oh my God! Wait, did any of you guys have a Fat Max? 28-ounce Fat Max from Stanley? Gosh, I wish I had a Fat Max. I like this door. Wait, this isn't a... Wait a minute. Now just wait a second. Now just wait a minute. Now just wait a second. Now just wait a
I'll
minute.
say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we
There was.
do we need to restart the
No.
game again?
No. This
Well,
is
I find
cool.
it
I
unlikely
like
that
this.
We'll ever progress by starting over and over again.
I like this
But it's gotta
part.
be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
No. They all lead to nothing. Do you think he's ever... Do you think Stanley's ever... Yeah.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Hasn't changed.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I am of the belief that Stanley can form matter. This game's gonna be fucked up when it says Tuesdays. But it's gonna say that at some point, I bet.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Sure. We'll do that. I already have a Discord server. IDK if that's true, but do you? Like, I'd actually like to join it. Crazy that you ask, because you can do ! Discord. And then you'll be there. And it's freaking awesome.
Aha! I knew we'd missed
Oh, it's
something.
blue now.
The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
View count. He also has a VOD channel. Hey, thank you for advertising for me. ! VODs. Thank you.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so.
No, this is
I can't quite recall,
the
but I
Stanley
believe
Parable
my
Brown
story took
Room.
place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Oh,
Congratulations!
I did it!
I know you
Oh,
put in a
goody.
lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So
I did it.
good
I
job.
completed the game.
Oh, no, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was
Yes,
not one of
this
those
is
situations.
Kind of a
Okay.
liminal
I'm
game.
getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time.
This is a
I have to
back-like.
restart.
Guys, it's the Stanley Parable. I thought it said the Stanley Parable parallel line, and I would have called bullshit, but then I saw that it lined up with the wall.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Wait, that's not right. That's not right because the room that with the choices is over here.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Dude, the line has a tum. Because canonically the line has a tum. Can't do anything in here. Thank you for the line in chat. Fine, we'll follow the Stanley Parable yellow line. I just feel like I just wish, something else would happen. This game is uninteresting. And nothing's
See?
happening.
The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way...
Wait, hold on. You know what I am? I'm a mouse. And this is just a big... It's a big cheese.
Story of no destination, still a story. Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is
Wait.
inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of
I'm
life
one of
itself?
those-
Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this
I'm one
train
of those
thought for a
line
minute. Just
tracer
stick with me.
robots.
Now we can both agree
Do you guys
that
know
the
about-
nature of existence is in fact a
Do you guys know about
byproduct
those
of
line
one's
tracing
subjective
robots?
experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my
Fine,
own
we'll
relative
go the
experiential
right way.
mental
We'll go the right
subjective
way.
construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there.
What?
Well, I'd like to apologize.
Oh.
Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of
We
music
can't go to the red
lighten
anymore.
mood.
That's weird. Huh? Huh?
Whoa! We're in our own little epic world. Whoa! 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 Wow! Golly! Oh, Chad, we're going on a little adventure. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Wait, guys. This is like Bart Simpson top. This is the top of Bart. And it's Simpson's yellow. Ah!
Hmm. Hey, guys. Oh. Oh, I get it. Whoa.
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern.
No. I won't.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right?
No.
The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
I'm getting so brainwashed by this wall.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? After we trusted
Line
you?
Tim.
After everything we've been through, you...
It
Well,
all
I
leads
can't
back
take this
to the
anymore.
beginning.
Hell with it. Restart.
Okay. Wait, we gotta check the mug. You good?
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
Yeah.
We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story?
Let's go to
Something
4:30.
exciting,
Let's go to
daring,
4:30.
mysterious.
I'd like to go in
Ooh,
4:30,
this all
please.
sounds perfectly doable.
It's divisible
Why don't
by
we
10
simply
and
start
43.
wandering in, well, I don't know.
At least.
How about this direction?
Oh, let's go this way. Oh, 4:37. Guys, is 4:37 a
Now,
prime number?
Yes,
It sounds like it.
This is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley. I'm ready for it.
Okay, fine. We'll go back in here. Baba Fufi Gibor. There's an ending involving the numbers on the doors. That makes sense. They would do that. It's divisible by 19? Oh, dang it.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to
This
veto
is
the
like
line
a
from
it's like a
having any role in our
self-insertion
awesome
type
new
of thing.
story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge
like-
it.
they're just
It'll be
like-
fine.
Trying to make a story, with all your little friends, and then like this, and then that one friend, comes in and is like, okay, what if there was the Fluffy Duval? And the Fluffy Duval like is evil, and all your characters die. Mouth agape. Wait, this is Bart's very long arm.
Ah, a choice.
Ow.
We get to make a
Let's
decision.
go left.
From here, the story
Let's
is
go
in
left.
our
Let's go
control.
left. Let's
How
go left.
important We
Let's
mustn't
go left.
squander the opportunity.
It
In
is the
fact,
Stanley
I
Parable
believe I
round
need a
room
minute to
with
think here.
polygons.
Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn,
Gosh, Gavin,
means
you're
that
such
our
a little
destination
rule breaker.
corresponds with the
Such a little rule
counter-inverted
breaker.
reverse door's origin. So starting from the right,
I'm
let
actually
us
gonna get
ask,
sick.
will taking the right door
I'm actually gonna
lead
get
us to
sick.
where we're going?
Oh, I'm gonna get sick.
Since
I'm
the
gonna get
answer is
sick.
clearly yes, then by all accounts,
Oh, I'm
the
gonna get
door
sick.
on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Oh, I don't get it. The confusion ending. You've been playing the confusion ending for 18 minutes and 26 seconds. Are these the endings?
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
No, we did it already.
That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget?
Guys, the narrator is also scripted.
Well, what if
Look
I
at
don't want
seventh.
to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing.
Oh.
Wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's
Stanley
going on.
dies.
I don't want to be trapped like this.
No more
I won't
tools.
restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do
No
it.
more tools ever.
And the timer stopped?
Oh, okay.
Does that mean, did we do it? Did
Oh,
we
we
break
did.
the cycle?
We're done now.
Whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay.
You do go to sleep.
I
Watch
guess
the
now we
VOD.
just wait. You know,
Have a good
I
one, Mel.
suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey. Though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination.
It is. They have
I
been
hope
saying
that's
that.
where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you do
Ow! It does have a cool noise.
all of his co-workers were
Right,
gone.
right ear
What could it
pan
mean?
alarm.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So I got the confusion ending. But it also said get bored and leave.
Oh, new content?
But new
What
content.
does that mean, new content?
I don't know. Here I go. Ooh. Guys, you know what this game is?
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
This game is a date with Markiplier.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Is this
a
Alex Hirsch?
reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
I'd believe it. Kind of sounds like him.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable,
goody.
delighting audiences the world over.
I'm on.
Please, step inside and see what
I'm Tom
thrilling
Scott,
new
and today
adventures
I am
await in
on
the
a
Stanley Parable
painted
Ultra Deluxe.
railroad.
Oh, well, this sounds
I'm
delightful.
Tom Scott.
I'm very excited to see the thrilling
No, I
new
wanna go that
Ultra
way.
Deluxe content.
Let me go that way. What do you guys think is in the deluxe content?
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Yeah? What
it
year is this
broken?
from?
What's going on here? Should we...
Spanish narrator. Give me a second. Ah!
be moving somewhere or... oh, there we go. All right, finally,
Go back. Doesn't do anything. Doesn't change anything. I should up my FOV. Yes, baby.
long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more
Dude,
ready.
now I can
Let's do
parkour
it.
in Minecraft.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable
Just doesn't
Ultra
seem like a
Deluxe
very,
awfully tedious.
Good
It's as if
game anymore.
Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Ow. Oh!
All right, it?
New
All right,
content.
let's see. It's the jump
Bump,
circle.
bump, boop, boop. Wait a minute. I can only jump in the jump circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I? I'm doing that shit because some people are backseat gaming.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to
You
be
guys suck.
something else, right? Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this
That'd
what
be funny if
causes
it
for
wasn't, if it
exciting
didn't
new
matter. That'd be
content?
super funny.
If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait.
Oh, there's more. Good.
Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is. That's
Oh.
it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a
Wait,
cheap-
wait, hold on a second. Okay, guys. There's gotta be more content here. There's no way they didn't just put a jump circle in and call it a day. This is a whole new game.
expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and
It's not called that anymore.
hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Yeah, sure. Oh, new content. Oh, new content this way.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
The coffee nut. Oh.
Okay.
I feel
you remember
shorter?
How cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be. Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look. I call it the Memory Zone.
Hello,
It's where I've been
Memory
storing
Zone.
all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like
It's
the
the
launch
Bass
of the
Pro
Stanley
Shops
Parable
pyramid.
on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful
I don't have any nostalgic bias towards this game.
Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release?
This means nothing to me.
Remember back in October of 2013?
No,
When the game originally launched. Back then, video games had integrity.
that's true.
Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Oh. Somebody has this. This is a real dollar, and somebody has this. Wow. Wait, I remember that. Is that flesh? Or the rocks?
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art.
Can you read it in
Stanley
an
Parable
American accent,
strives
please?
And then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was.
Yeah, that
It
was great. I actually...
Every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them.
It was.
And now, it's nothing.
It's nothing
It's
because
no games at all. It isn't
Minecraft
even the
came out.
Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk.
Nothing else matters.
Now. A lifeless husk.
Let me
with an
out.
hour of new
I don't want to hear you
elevator content.
bask in your... Hello, I'm Bask. I don't want to hear you bask in your... Ugh, gross feelings. Speak of the devil. Speak of the devil. I never... Stanley Parable did a better job matching Minecraft lighting than Bedrock. But this isn't even Minecraft. This is just a screenshot from the game, Loki. Oh, someone modded it with Minecraft. Makes sense.
Here's another moving passage.
Oh,
this
it's
time
the
from
Source
GameSpot.com.
SDK.
The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Yeah, that's what happened. This is good. Yes! Carpet textures! Hey, now what? Now what do we do? Oh my god, it's the Source SDK!
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
A new place.
Oh, God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor.
I'm playing on Steam, the game distribution service with reviews.
I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Ow. Honestly,
I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could...
That would be... Hey, I just want to say, I think it'd be very cool if they put your Steam name and your Steam profile picture in place of that other person. Unfunny.
Write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound
Their recommended one is
philosophical
blurred.
insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Wait a minute. This game is meta. New Facebook, new Instagram filters today. Yikes. You know, like the Facebook?
Okay, let's see what this one says. Well, the idea for the game is good. For someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast.
Yikes.
Preachy? Stanley, I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me.
It is.
Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the
It
game.
is
to get it to
thought-provoking
feel as
only in
light
the
and
first
airy
few
as it-
minutes.
Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to.
Wait,
These
we're
black
inside of the
marks on my
narrator's
otherwise
brain.
unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always
Bye-bye.
remembered. What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
Fuck you, Cookie 9.
A skip button. Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt.
Please do.
Not
Let
if
me
it
go.
means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto.
Ooh.
I'd do anything for the
I'm gonna get
customer.
sick, dude.
Yes, a skip button we shall have. And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and
Guys,
I'm very
this
proud
is
to have
a
delivered.
one-track decision.
No more
There's no
listening to me
decision.
rambling on and on and on. No. Oh, you're back, you see? You were only frozen in time for a few minutes.
Actually, it was
but
a few
plenty
seconds.
of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations. Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you?
Go up
but
again.
That's the power
Go
of the
up
button.
again.
The minute I start to
up
go
again.
off on a thoughtless display of
Go up again.
self-absorption. Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I
People were
should
making
say that the
depression
amount of
edits
time
of
the
this.
button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well,
It's kind of
I
sick.
want to say maybe 30,
I mean, depression
45.
isn't sick, but
Stanley!
You know when it's
Stanley,
written in the
please
story?
Don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've
Wait,
just
hold
been
on,
frozen
guys.
there. I don't
Did
know
they
why the sticks
attention
are
to
getting
detail
longer,
it?
but they're
Let's
really,
see what
truly
happens.
getting longer, and my God, this. Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back.
Oh, they
my
are.
Goodness, I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week.
it's been a week.
Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time.
He
just
can't
sitting here. Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome.
This is
I
just the
haven't
I'm
had
back.
time to think about you.
You're
and
so
about
right.
us and about everything we've been through. I've had
The
so
clock
much
even died.
time, I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat
10 billion years. Hello? Hello? Oh shit, he's dead. He's actually dead. They haven't fed him. Ow! Ow! It's been so long that you have to replace the smoke alarm battery. It's been 10 years. Isn't that what that it means? Shut up.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes?
Narrator?
Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough.
Narrator.
They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs down
Please.
review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability, it's the unwillingness to
is the
examine with an
intercom the
uncompromising
battery?
heart the words that they are speaking
I
into
thought that was
the
a fire
world,
alarm.
as though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion.
Alright, shut up. Guys, wait, you can play this game with just mouse? Right? You can just hold right to go forward?
The end is never the end, 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 is never the
Hello? We'll just keep seeing what happens. Oh shit. Wow. Well guys, I think this button really is progressing time. Okay, let's go forward again. I want to see... personally, I would like to see... Never the end, it's never the end, it's never the end, it's never the end. It is Portal 2 now. I would like to see what happens in like a billion years. And like this is just a completely new geographical location. Oh! They did the thing! The Last of Us. Just wait. Yeah, I hope it just keeps getting cooler. And we get the heat death of the universe. What happened to the sun? Everywhere at the end of time. New biome. Hey, what's that thing that's going on the left of the screen that like kind of keeps wrapping around? Isan al-Gaib. We are... Oh. Well, where did...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
That
mean?
was the extra content.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
You guys gotta check out this fucking sign in the game.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go through that one room again at the beginning. And we'll go to the new content later.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his bosses. Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Do you remember? The bathroom. Do you remember? I get the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course, so that's a lovely purse. Do you remember? I can't see myself. Do you remember?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it
Balls!
mean?
I thought I
Stanley
remembered.
wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings.
Big day tomorrow. Have a good one.
His situation.
They give us up at his
But his
tree.
attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could
Wait.
its purpose be?
That's a funny
In
code.
fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
I had
But
them
of
flipped
course,
around. It's
Stanley
2845,
couldn't
not
possibly have known
2548 or 224.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. Two, 8, 4, 5.
Do you remember? I already did boob.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself.
Okay, cool.
And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, what did he do?
I pissed him off. That's cool. Yes, the game is self-aware. Do you remember? I remember going down this elevator the first time. About an hour and a half ago. Gosh. We've been parabling for so long. Do you remember?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret
I was
did this
up
place
there
hold?
before.
Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Jump off? There's no. I can't do that. I don't know what to tell you. It's the Incredibles goo room.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers.
Which one is Stanley?
The lives
427.
of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
247. The Incredibles goo room.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
What
Had
will
Stanley
happen?
really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
No, I want to go back.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control?
Wait.
Never.
The game is meta because I'm controlling him. I think we can finally go to page 2 of Hammers. Knowing what we know now,
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Oh, I was almost locked in there.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled
Badility.
with emotions. Happy or sad
Badility.
or content. Walking, eating,
Howie wowie.
working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
Turn it on. Wait,
And
but
as
it's
the
off,
cold
so I'm not
reality of
being
his
mind
past
controlled.
began to sink in. Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Fucking
For
input.
he would dismantle the controls
Fucking input.
once and for all.
Ooh, there's another big red button here. Big red Stanley button. Oh, I cannot press that big red Stanley button. We could go through the facility power door. You guys are right. This is the Incredibles goo room.
And when at last he
Where
found
the
the
nut
source
button?
of the room's power,
Oops. Can I turn it back on?
blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Oh no.
Was it over? Yes. He had won.
Guys,
He
I
had
won.
defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
The growing
yet,
bar of light.
Even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he
Yeah, I
been
don't really
freed
care
from the
about that
machine's
anymore. I just kind of
grasp?
want
What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had
to.
been
We're
seeking.
now playing the
but
game with the
happiness.
blue line.
Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
Groggy
No longer
Slush
would
was
anyone
my
tell him
only
where to
win in
go,
life.
what to do,
Do you remember?
or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be.
I don't think you
his.
can ever get back to that
And
point.
that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley
Ah!
felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation,
Liberal.
the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to
Wait,
happen.
this is a video game?
And
It's not just
Stanley
a
was
movie?
happy.
Ba 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 da ba 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 bum. Ba ba da ba 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 bum. Ba ba da ba ba. I beat it! I have the achievement, which means I beat Stanley Parable in under 5 minutes, which is good.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself, that's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
Good morning. Awaiting input. Awaiting input. Input. Hey, thank you. Thank you, Satan, for the 5 bits. Content.
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
No, let me out. You have more, but you don't want to spam chat. You know you can like put the number. You do cheer and then a number. You don't have to put. You don't have to whatever.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable. and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original
Neat
Stanley
buckets.
Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever...
Stanley Parable 2.
Stanley
Ah, I knew it.
Parable 2.
Ah, I knew it. And thank you for the 30 bits, Satan. Bits. Oh.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new
427.
territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel, an entirely new experience.
Oh, they went
built
all-
from
they
the
went
ground
all-
up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It
Oh,
could
wow,
go
look
in
at this-
so many different directions.
Gosh, I feel like I'm really
This
in a
is what fans have
modern day
truly been
Office.
asking for. Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think?
Yeah.
Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Wait, they're so smart, guys. You know what they probably did? They probably mocked these up in like their like work Discord or Slack or whatever they used in 2013. And they like some guy pinged the whole team in 2015 and they were like, "Dude." And they sent them that. And then they made a DLC. That's what happened. Thank you. Instead of a bit, it was called a freak.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
2 hands. 2 hands to play the game. No, I only need 1 hand. The other one is... This game is... You can hold... You can wield 2 orbs in your left hand as you play this game. Don't cut the line. Don't cut the line. Don't cut the line. Don't cut the line. My other hand is praying. Oh, game design. They actually did this IRL and nobody came. Well, it's because nobody works at the
Here we
Stanley
are.
Parable
Go
office.
on, try out some of the new features. For the Stanley Parable 2,
You guys
I
know the
asked
guy in
myself,
in
what
Tron
do
Legacy
players
with like the
really
2
want?
balls in his
And
hand?
of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game.
All right, pussy,
Isn't that
do it.
Wonderful? Jim. Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now,
Never mind.
the button only says the name Jim. But of course,
I-
in the
wait,
final
these are
game,
just
this button
IKEA.
will say
This is
your
an
name,
IKEA
whatever
setup.
name that is. Here, let's have you role play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll
Jim.
love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine...
I used my face muscles and I did the thing that, you know, The Office. You know how he has the face? Jim from The Office. He goes,
yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities
I'm
as
already
Jim,
bored.
and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really?
Oh, we
truly
can't escape
Jim
this,
right
Jim.
now? If so,
Oh,
then please
I
step
can't.
forward and press the button.
Jim.
Yes, you see? What a thrill, what a rush. That was you. The button described you. Do it again, do it again.
Where did I get that weird, like, where did I get that weird pimple from?
Ooh, it hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the gym button. I'm too
Oh.
emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
What else do I call the Iron Temple?
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much, Jim. I'm putting the gym button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
All right, now what? Oh, it locked me in for the immersive experience. The P.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
All right, we'll go into we'll just follow them. We'll follow them as it makes sense. Epilo. Oh, it just brings us upstairs. That makes sense. Infinite hole, free achievement. Free achievement. Free achievement. Free achievement. Pull the lever and you get a free achievement.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply
Boom.
give you the achievement. Yes.
Boom.
You see, you'll come... Okay, perhaps I should have clarified.
Boom.
This is technology
Boom.
that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed
Give
in
it
a
to
sequel
me.
at last
Come
satisfy
on.
the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature.
Whatever.
Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
All right. Well, this is good. Pull that lever. Reddit, unite. Maybe if we'll get our Reddit fingers on this, it'll work. I give up.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Oh.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
Now I'm sad. Why did you guys have to say something? Ooh. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two. Oh, I get it. Meeting at 2 p.m. Okay. The reassurance bucket. Where is that? Alright, we'll go to the bucket. A bunch of you guys are excited for the bucket. I just didn't see it the first time, but there's a bucket. Bucket.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the
I just
office
took a
could use a
screenshot
bit
in
of
here.
decoration. like balloons, but I'm undecided on get well someday and happy 12th birthday. Which would you go with?
For what? I wasn't reading.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all
goody.
along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
Is that it for this one?
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
The
A common complaint
reassurance
of the Stanley
bucket.
Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical.
Paradoxical. Why do you say it like that?
Sense of reckless despair in those who
Paradoxical.
Well,
Very
I'm happy to say that
paradoxical.
after much consideration, I've
Oxical.
engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley,
I should've
anytime you're holding
get
the
my
bucket,
jumps.
a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly
food
normal
hook.
and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable.
Can I do something with it?
Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes,
Getting
the
naked
bucket
with the
is the
shroom.
perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Oh my god, the first
Can you
Stanley
feel it?
equipable.
The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the
It's
slightest
very
bit more
bouncy. It's
attractive
doing
as a
bouncy
person.
things.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they?
Yeah.
All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Charisma. Now what? Oh, I have the bucket now. I gotta throw up. I gotta throw up. Please let me throw up.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already. Come now, you've already made your choice. It's true that you chose
whatever.
badly, but we all have to move on from our mistakes.
I didn't get the free achievement, which means I have to go this way. What's your obsession with throwing up? I just like... I'm self-conscious. The infinite hole. Mathematically infinite hole.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been
Do you guys
done
think they'll bring
before
back
in a
the
video
skip button?
game. This is in fact a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium. You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my
Wait,
more
this is like from
ingenious
Portal
concoctions,
2.
if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Nah.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
No.
Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
I'm gonna keep going down. Because I'm sad.
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that
Let's see if my
depends on
my
your
slow-
definition of infinity. From one perspective,
My slow clap
the
alarm is still
infinite
working.
Is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever.
There are
Look,
cigarettes.
I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. A normal person actually wants
New
to
mug.
fall
It's not the
infinitely.
fart mug, but it's
I
new.
figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Look, the things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't
No,
mean.
I actually didn't say
Why
anything.
don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you,
Yeah, that's great.
then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just
I'm gonna
be
stay
up
here for a
when you're
bit.
ready.
I feel like it'd be cool if we stayed here for a little bit longer. I mean, we've already gone a hole's length down. I pressed the teleport button for you. I pressed it for you. Every pause button is a Roman numeral 2. What if you just started bashing it? Not a whole lot of things going on here. I'm pretty bored.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal.
If you really wanted an
Normal
infinite
person
hole, you would
have
put
said,
the
"Yep, that's an
teleport
infinite hole right there.
right
Goes on forever
above
till
the
end of
hole.
time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you
Yeah,
this time?
it was very
I couldn't
short.
help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before.
Guys, maybe I can get the
Admittedly,
whole
I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't
top.
think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite.
Okay, what if you made me unfall out of the hole every time? Then it would get longer and longer if you had the teleport or whatever.
That I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length.
Like a
Here,
portal from
let's
the
try
portal gun
something.
portal.
Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed
Wait, I
with
can't get
holes, but at this
out.
depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
It's not working.
Is the
I'm already here.
teleport button
Maybe I need
not
a bit
working?
shorter.
You sure? Well, I mean,
Dried apricot is not.
I really don't have.
I
an
don't know. I don't
explanation.
remember liking
was
it.
Working just a moment ago. Try it again.
Guys, it's not
Still
working.
nothing. Well, I suppose.
I only was able to get one
Fix this.
soft lock during my
I'm
playthrough.
out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked
Looks like
for.
Gavin's
It's
greedy
a
with
win
the
for
hole.
everyone. You get to be with the hole. I get to do literally anything else.
Make a joke. Make a joke. It's
Take
begging
care,
me to make a
Stanley.
joke about a hole.
I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of it.
It's just begging so hard for me to think about holes. Narrator. Please. Narrator, please. Oh. Stop! Please. Stop. working! We have to go around it faster. This is so sick. I can't spam it fast. There's a cooldown on it. Ooh. 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 Yes. Wake up, Stanley. I think we'll stay on this one. This one's pretty good.
Stanley? Stanley? Stanley!
Oh.
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland.
Up a rainbow.
That's Stanley, because this hole is just
Didn't
so
this guy make a
darn
cup?
fascinating.
He didn't just make a cup. He made so many things, dude. Look at all the shit that Stanley made. Dude, we're going to page 3. The ComboCast 11.5 ounce hammer. The 24 ounce hickory handle bricklayer E. TM.
That I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really truly focused on the whole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole. And I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back.
That is it. Brother, that is a euro sign. Thankful! Thank you for the prime sub. Keep consistently streaming and I'll keep prime subbing. Yeah, huh? I am consistently streaming now. I'm doing it. I've been streaming like every week.
Go on. Try out some
It's
of
a new
these.
high for me. Thank you, Thankful. Alright, so we did the whole. Bye-bye, King Nothing. Take another screenshot. Gavin, did you hear that Discord notif? It was me. I'm lying. Unless you heard it, of course. Gosh, looks like somebody notifed. Mostly infinite hole. Ooh, collectibles. Oh, goody. Sorry, I actually got tunnel vision just now.
Collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable
Egg
2,
squeeze.
you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley
Egg Squeeze. I saw
And
JJ
what's
playing
truly
Egg Squeeze. I should play Egg
is that there
Squeeze
will be
next.
no
You know what? Fuck it.
reward for
We'll play an
collecting
Egg
all of them. I
Squeeze.
don't want to stifle
next
the intrinsic
time.
joy of watching a number go
Play
up. You
Egg Squeeze.
simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your
Please.
unremarkable life.
Oh, goody. Can you find them? Can you find them? Can you find them? Can you find them?
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Why won't it look? Where's the rest? I want the big one. Give me the big one, please. Give me the big one. Hello. Let's try getting this achievement again. Oh. Now what ending? Because the hole wasn't an ending. Merch, epilogue, collectibles. Yeah, I missed out on the jump circle ending. That is my fault. I'll go back in this room because it seems like the only thing that we can do. Unless we want to hear Jim again, but he took away the button. Can I put it back? Oh, is there actually an exit door that I need to go to? Because I've already done it. Just wish I was a little faster, you know? You know? Shut the fuck up, Gavin. Sorry. Thank God. Oh, yikes. Oh, yikes. We're A9. Collectibles. Epilogue. Epilogue. Exit. 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 Brexit.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to?
You like my
Ready to
replacement
move
for
on
work?
now?
It's awesome. Okay. New mug. Oh, it's the orange meeting room.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features?
Yeah, they're great.
Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly
They're
these
very
features
good
will come
features.
together
I
as
think
one
you should
single
make a
coherent
game
video game, but
now.
I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not
they're gonna
it
put the
coheres
whole
into a meaningful gameplay experience.
They're gonna put the whole. They're gonna put the bucket at the end of a hole, and there's gonna be a collectible in the bucket.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2. I mean, there's
We
potential
have,
here, right? It's
guys. We have
sort
more
of-
jumps.
okay,
Get me out of
never
here.
mind.
Give me, I
Hold
need to go in the
on.
jump
Let
circle.
me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley?
Oh, collectible. Like, can I
This
actually get to
isn't
that?
a coherent video
Unironically?
game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy
Damn it.
creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need
Okay.
the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait,
Maybe that's about it.
I can take the original Stanley Parable and
Uh-huh.
simply, well,
Slap everything onto
insert
it,
a few of
right?
my new features into it. Tastefully, of course.
Non-Euclidean.
With respect. with care for the vision and integrity of the original game.
Of course.
Would it possibly work?
Oh,
I suppose it could. But it would need a really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect.
Do you guys remember when you were in the womb? Oh. Everything's red. This part's kind of sad. Well, that's okay. I don't mind having a
This
little
is the
emotion.
story of a man named...
Fuck you, dude. Oh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Nope.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Memo.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Yes, thank you. Something's a little different about our, no more content.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him,
Yes.
telling him that the
Oh, this is so
employee
sick. The
lounge
bucket
was
calls to
simply
me
the
now.
place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was no...
Fuck this emote. Oh, wait, that's a real... I thought that was like a 7TV shit. No, oh my god. Are you kidding me? It's just a... Oh my god. Oh, it's a real...
Never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Chat.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No, said the bucket.
No.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift. Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Wait a minute.
Stanley did
He's
not question
projecting
why or how
all of
this
his
bucket was
anger
speaking to
onto
him.
the bucket.
It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Twith? Where the fuck is Twith from? Twith and...
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, "No buckets past this point." Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring
Why
a
did they
bucket
bring
here?
Twith
Unless-
and
what if the problem
and
is that you actually don't know
Trat
what is
and
a bucket and
Twi-
what
Twith is
isn't a
kinda
bucket?
cool.
I suppose that would explain a lot about your
Wait,
behavior
they
up to
did
this
replace
point,
Bible
which,
Thump with
if that's
chat
true,
with-
well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it.
Twith chat.
This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a minute.
No, I want to get the Minecraft ending. No, I want to get the Minecraft ending. Please let me in the Minecraft ending. Let me in the Minecraft ending. Whatever.
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket.
Okay.
Simple enough, right? This should tell us
This should be
everything
easy.
we'll ever need to know about what is
And I'll get
or
everything
is
wrong
not
because
a bucket.
the game
Okay,
wants
let's
you to get
begin.
everything wrong.
Item 1. Is this a bucket?
No.
Correct. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket. Item 2. Is this a bucket?
No.
Correct. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket. Item 3. Is this a bucket?
I think they're showing me the same object every time. No.
Incorrect. This is a bucket. Item 4. Is this a bucket?
Stupid, dude. It's not a bucket.
Correct. This is a tractor and not a bucket. To be honest, I just sort of put this one in here as a gimme, but I was starting to get concerned that even this might be too much for you.
Yeah, that's
Thank you
just
for
a
not making me look like an idiot.
the
Okay, next
tractor. Bye-bye.
one. Is this a bucket?
Wait, Chad, I actually don't know. Wait. Think about it. Think about it. All gas-powered vehicles are buckets. And they always have been. Because they hold fuel. Boom.
Correct. This is a bucket.
Exactly.
Item 6. Is this a bucket? Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
Damn it.
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
It's gonna be like a...
Yes. Thank you. There's nothing here. Of course it isn't a bucket. We both know full well that nothing isn't a bucket. Wait, when I say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a bucket, which of course is not true. Unless... Is that what you think?
No.
Answer me straight, Stanley. Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket?
Boom. No.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift.
We're getting back to the
Do any of
confusion
us
ending.
know
Let's
what
go.
a bucket is? Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart.
Let me pick green. You're a bucket. You're literally a bucket.
All buckets from the game entirely.
Don't. No.
Okay. Here we go.
No. Please. Is this a...
What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Was everything a bucket?
Everything's a bucket.
Every single thing in the game was a bucket.
Everything's a bucket.
God, I had no idea.
Everything's a
How could-
bucket.
Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more
Sorry,
at
my
ease
bad
right
for not
now.
saying that
It's
everything's a bucket,
delightful to
because
get some
everything was a
clarity
bucket.
on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all
Sorry,
of the buckets.
I
okay?
couldn't. I don't have.
And
I don't
we'll
have the.
know
I don't
that
have the
it's
street
all
smarts.
a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
All right, we're back in the Stanley Parable today.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Please don't tell me you removed it.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting
Goody.
room. Perhaps
Bow.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find Arlo Stanley. You feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy.
It does.
It's as clear
I knew
as
it.
day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it.
Let me put it down.
It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how
I want to put it on this shelf. It's
Given the
very.
pressure
There's an
that the
oddly.
broom
There's a
closet is putting on
bucket-shaped
your shoulders
slot on
right
this
now,
shelf
but
for
you
my
have to be
bucket.
strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend.
Nah.
You can't hand it over. Oh no. We're getting into name-calling now, it
Can I-
seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in
Can
order
I-
to get you to hand over the bucket? Stan,
Sorry.
I never liked this broom
It's-
closet for a variety
It's
of
just
reasons.
like
but
it
even
feels
this
like it
is
belongs on the
worse
bottom
than I
shelf
had
because it's the only empty shelf that
And
I can
wait,
access.
Now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends. That your relationship
No, the
is
bucket-
purely
'cause if the bucket
superficial
falls
and
on you-
convenient, That
Whatever.
your life
I don't
is
wanna even- I
so
don't wanna get into
banal
that.
and meaningless that
Into
you
that
feel
OSHA
the
bullshit.
same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner. Well, I'd never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments.
You suck.
Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Can I not put it in here?
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all.
Stanley? What? Who's the name of the guy?
Here we go.
What?
There. Now it's settled.
My
No more debate.
bucket!
No more discussion.
It's my bucket!
Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering
I would like to put it
philosophical
in the closet.
diatribes
Sticker!
about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets
Ooh,
in the
sticker
natural
with
order
lighting.
of things.
It's a shiny sticker. It's not a cheap. It's not a cheap paper one.
All right, I've got a second sticker back here,
Please.
and I'm going to slap it on as well because
Boom.
I think it's appropriate. You see, I feel that it works because
Because the sticker is also a bucket. I was thinking the exact same thing, narrator.
That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, "Ah,
This is my
it's
bucket."
a bucket." There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
Please, have another path.
You know what? I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can
I
stay
don't
here
care.
all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
It's the voice actor leaned back from his chair in that moment. So I really can't put the bucket down? This is a soft lock then. There's an ending here.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
No, we wouldn't do that liberal shit. I'm not scared anymore.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
Oh no, do we have to listen to him do this rant for another 5
He
minutes?
believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself,
Wait a
maybe
minute.
I am crazy. He looked down
It's
at the
different
bucket
this
in
time
gasp.
around.
Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange,
Did you
Stanley
hear that?
thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance
No.
and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket.
No.
Perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would
No.
come from this. Who knows
Where
what
did it
sorts
go?
of bizarre
Where did
hallucinations
it-
Stanley
where's
might
my bucket?
experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground.
Nope, not gonna happen.
Oh, gracious,
Not gonna happen.
he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone
Not
truly
gonna happen.
mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me! The bucket!
Come back.
Could it truly be? He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them
No.
were his.
No, they're
None
not.
of them were
They're,
his
none of them are a
special
special bucket because they don't have
Come
my
to me,
my Stanley
Stanley.
stickers on them.
Find me!
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks.
No.
He knew where the
No,
voice
no,
of
no,
the
no.
bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all
No, but
along.
everything around here is a bucket.
It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
No, that didn't happen. Oh. I can get it out of me.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
She's back.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed,
And
picked up her bucket
of comfort and security.
walked to her place of work.
Oh, her
But
new
on this
bucket.
particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course, he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his
It's the
bucket
good
with him.
ending.
Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work,
Like,
for which her bucket would
wait,
provide
wait, if somebody
absolute
gets-
guidance and total clarity.
if somebody
on
gets
everything.
two
Heck,
buckets-
yes, she thought to herself, my life
What
kicks
happens?
ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
she backflipped all the way to work. All right, cool. We got the bucket ending.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself.
No.
And constantly needed support and guidance from others. So the thought of total
No.
solitude was terrifying to him. When Stanley came to a set
Nope.
of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh no. Oh, this is gonna... Oh, I don't even know how much money I've costed myself. Oh no. I'm in debt, probably.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but
Guys.
you all this time.
There's a
someone
collectible.
you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
How do we get to how do we get to the
I was in
collectible?
the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that
There's a
convinced that I
platforming
want something
challenge
bad
somewhere.
to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really
No.
do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove
I want to
it.
get the
Let me
Minecraft
prove
ending.
that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Where's the Minecraft ending?
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting
But I got
all of
another
these,
one.
Only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Yes. Blue door?
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood.
Blue door?
Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think
Blue
we're
door?
communicating properly. All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Minecraft ending.
You
I want to
see?
get the Minecraft
There's
ending.
nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Specifically for
I
you.
think I put a lot of time into that.
Sorry,
'Cause
Stanley.
I did.
Parable.
And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This
Boom.
already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley.
One.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about
And you
your
get the Minecraft
experience with
ending.
this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real
Please.
critical feedback here.
Please.
One? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge.
No, it's not.
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one.
Okay.
Let's take a look.
Let's go. Oh, the right door.
Now,
One.
would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking
One.
through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
1.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some
Cool.
playtesting.
I'd like to be in your
You wouldn't
game.
mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful
You could make
game,
that.
all about the desperation and
You could
tedium
make
of
that
endlessly
depression edit if you
confronting
wanted.
the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4
did
hours.
they license
So
this
why don't you
child?
give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
You monster. You monster. You watched him die.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that
Gavin,
might improve
do
the
something?
experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain.
Cool.
Let's
Let's go.
see.
Let's go and play Minecraft. Give me Minecraft, please. Give me Minecraft.
Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Boom.
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game
Let
is about,
me out,
Stanley? What's our
please.
backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it.
Where
What
is
a
it?
Fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity.
Where's the-
So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out.
Minecraft is only in the original 2013 version of the game? No. It can't be. No, it can't be. There's no way. They didn't get the rights to Minecraft again?
No, it can't be. It is.
It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
No.
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call.
Are you kidding
You really
me?
wandered off into that thing, that big.
They never got the rights in the first place.
No right or wrong directions.
But
no
no.
path to follow. You can just go in any. Oh, thank heavens.
Well,
we
maybe
avoided
we
it.
can still get
We're out of the woods
into
now,
the other
Stanley.
games.
Okay,
Is
I'm going
there-
to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Rocket League.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Cool.
Wonderful.
HD
See, this
grass.
is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in
Wait,
this
guys,
game, I will
do
be
you notice how-
phenomenally impressed.
Why is everything tilted? It's not perfectly centered.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must.
Yeah, everything's
Okay,
just kind of
Stanley,
tilted.
Here's the ball. Have fun.
It's the Rocket League ball. Ow.
Are you doing it? Are you winning?
Goal!
Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one
Go!
ball generates a certain amount of raw and
Go!
pure pleasure, then surely multiple balls make for an
Go!
even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it
Yay!
out. Here comes another ball.
Like, how is this not copyright infringement?
Yes. Oh goodness, that really does feel
That's like
amazing,
gameplay.
doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery
Yeah, that's what I was
shop.
saying earlier.
simply
I
have
wonder
to
how
have
Epic
more.
Games feels
I'm
about this collab.
insatiable.
You know, they were both indie
More
games back
balls.
then. Now everyone plays it. Ooh, this can't be good for somebody's computer. Kevin, you have to score all the balls in.
Are you enjoying
I'm
this,
new. What's
Stanley?
happening?
Are you
We're playing
having
Rocket
fun?
League.
Is this a real video game? Well, I sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over. That's right. Your little
No,
fun comes to
my
an end.
rocket
This
ball.
is my game, and what I say goes. You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for you. Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I am structure. I'm your sense of purpose. And since you decided
The
you didn't want to play my
grid.
game, now I don't want to play with you either. So, goodbye, Stanley. I'm leaving. See how you like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll
Saw a
enjoy
movie
it
at the
as
theater
much,
tonight.
But who knows? You're an inventive
know what?
kid. You'll come up with something.
You know what, PV?
After all, you're the one
I'm glad
who
that you saw a
knows
movie
best.
because that means you're keeping
Take
up
care,
the character.
Stanley.
You're keeping up the brand. What movies did you see? Saturday Night? Yeah. It's the character and brand. So, I can't really do anything in Rocket League anymore, it seems. Oh, it's about the first broadcast on SNL. Oh. No, I did that last time, but in the blue goal. What happens if I go in the red
Hello?
goal?
What are you doing?
Alright, now we're back to here.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Alright, we'll fall off again, and then we'll restart. We'll restart the. We'll restart again. Yeah, they're telling you to watch a stellar movie, I
All of
hear.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply... The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket. Stanley
I would like
clutched
to
the
get
bucket
one
tightly
more
to his
bucket
chest.
ending,
This was not
and
the
then I will
correct
be
way to
done.
the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was.
How
Had
long
the
is
bucket
this
turned out to
game?
be
I don't
correct? Was
know.
there-
I don't
Never mind.
know.
The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
You know what, PV? If you really liked movies, then
said the bucket.
you would
Don't
watch
go to the meeting
you would watch
room.
Megalopolis.
Go somewhere else.
Hey, thank
The
you,
cargo
Ninja
lift,
Kiddo,
yes.
for the
Go
Prime.
There. Go
Appreciate
to
it.
the cargo lift.
Oh, it's not
Good,
playing in your
said the
channel.
bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Okay.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Transformers 1 I've heard good things about. Must be
In here.
Said
just
the bucket.
fun.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Now pick up the phone.
Said, "Whoa, hold on. Why did you unplug
Fuck
the
you.
phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously,
Fuck
the bucket
you.
isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke. Don't you get the joke?
Wait,
it's funny,
this is a
Stanley.
European
talking
outlet.
bucket. Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have
Wait, guys,
paused
it's
for
still my
longer
bucket. It has
or
the
spoken
stickers from the
quicker?
bucket on it.
Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can
Guys,
watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes,
Somebody
there is.
describing a mobile phone to
it's
somebody
sitting right
in
here. Let's
like
take
the
a look.
70s. This is a mobile phone. It has notifications.
What is comedic timing?
Oh, good.
What is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds? Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes. Let's dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh,
Why does he
in
look
all
like that?
likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters
No.
from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward
Whoa.
at a 15
Whoa,
degree angle
chill.
from your body.
Whoa.
These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next,
Gavin.
provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the
Norm
joke will
Macdonald
laugh,
joke.
and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete,
trying to
it's time
activate
to
somebody.
begin the humor. Speak
Whoa.
the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny."
Wait, that's good.
Let's practice screaming, "I'm Dunny with the funny" now.
Wait, that's good. I am Dunny with the funny.
Good.
Oh.
This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys.
That was a good
Collecting
joke.
hard
That actually made
data
me
from
think
your
and
audience
laugh.
on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian. An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is.
Why does he
With these strategies
stop
at
looking at
your
me like that?
disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in
Please
laughter
stop.
and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point You gut-busting little scamp.
Sorry.
After all, we're each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invaders who threaten our very existence, and who very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause. just
Wait,
as our
guys, the
children
guy-
must do
oh,
after us,
guy was telling
and
a
their
joke.
children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
Levers.
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So with that in
Two-button
mind,
gameplay
I
is
believe the only
good
way
gameplay.
forward is for us to return to the 2 doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
All right, we'll do that. Let's go back. Do I have to get through this one as well? Oh, go across the bridge again.
I can feel it. This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches.
Have a good
but talking
night.
bucket, you'll say. How ridiculous.
Have a
How
good night.
absurd. What a hilarious concept. The king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we had the instructional
Wait,
video.
we get to go down now?
Otherwise,
Oh,
who
we don't get
knows
to go
where
down.
we'd be right now. Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley.
The bucket spoke.
The bucket
The
spoke.
bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
All right, we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back. All right, chat. We're gonna go back. Okay. Where did my sticker go that was on the bucket that told me it was a bucket? Now I don't know if it's mine. Oh, we're back.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Soft lock.
What? We're back at the phone already.
Pick up.
No. What's going on? There were supposed to be several rooms leading up to this. There was supposed to be a build-up to this point, a dramatic display of remarkable.
Guys, the game
comedic
knows
wit
what it's
which culminates in this scene with the phone. But now the time
Game is aware.
The joke will never land, or not the way it was meant to. And it's all my fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the 2 doors room. What an egregious mistake. I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp. I think...
Ow, I
need
just
to go
stubbed my
back and
toe on my
rewatch that
desk.
instructional video
Ow.
again. Surely that will help me improve
You
my...
guys saw the mouse move. Ow.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Oh. Oh, it's like ringing. I can feel it. Boom.
What? We're back at the phone already? No.
What?
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
No. Give me an ending.
What? We're back
What?
at the phone already?
What?
No.
I just bought a second monitor.
Here we go.
How could I
You
best
ready?
utilize
When
it?
Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
When I got my second monitor, I just thought it was super nice to have,
You
like,
were supposed
if I'm
to go
if I'm
through the
ever like
door
working on
the
a
right,
project, especially
leading
for
back to the
school.
phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this
You
is
know, I'd have, like, all
covered very
like the
clearly.
information
There's no
on the
way
left
I can make the
or the
comedic
right,
timing work
and then you
now.
have the
It's
project
done.
on the other
joke
one,
is completely
instead
done
of having,
and
like,
over.
two
It's
windows.
all your fault, Stanley. I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers.
Oh,
I'm going
broom
to be
closet.
shamed at every one of our meetings from
Just
now
more
on.
space.
All because you couldn't watch a simple video
Honor.
and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are
My
you
toe
proud?
hurts. Oh.
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you. It's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale.
I got the ending.
Yes. Well, let me try.
Wait.
again,
Oh,
Stanley.
sick. I got the ending.
I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No?
This is
Still
cool.
not? Is it the dilly
Yeah.
bucket? Pale with shame. Pale with shame. Pale. What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so metal. I think I saw it playing
Created with Unity?
guitar.
But why are there source
No,
sounds?
no, no. Get me away from making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this. I'm no good at
No,
being
no, no,
cute.
no, no,
I need
no.
more instructional videos. That's exactly what it is. That's what will make me the king of comedy again.
Sorry,
More
Leroy.
instructional videos. Let's see. Let's see.
Hey guys, the credits stopped. All right, I think that's it for me. Boom. Hello, Hello. Hello, bro. Hello, bro. What's up, Mr. Bones? So sorry you oh, shit. I forgot he was there. I forgot he was there. That was fun. I enjoyed that. It's a good game. Games. There he is. Okay, everybody, are you telling me at the top of the world leaderboard and Gumball Run for nothing? You are on the Gumball Run leaderboard? Why? Drive as soon as I end stream. Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to. It had to happen. It always happens. Somebody will join. And it'll be the end of stream. Anyways, I hope everybody had a good time. Rocky Slush. Export my video. New video if you guys haven't seen it. It's very fun. It's from the preview, one of the other streams. I don't know if this video or if this stream will be a video. Cause it was a lot of talking. But yay! What the car? And exclamation mark Discord. Hey, I was gonna do that. Join the Discord if you're not in it. We do fun stuff in there. Like eat. Bits. Bits. Hey, thank you for the 100 bits, Mr. Bones. Yeah, that should be about it. I was gonna raid somebody, but no one's there. No one's here to raid, and I don't want to raid anybody. All right. Bye bye.